back to iiKnows. It's Trent Paylor, Joe Costopoulos, and we're doing NFL Week 16 picks. First game, we got your Redskins. We got the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, Titans should probably take care of business. I was really surprised that the Redskins found a way to get the win last week. But looking back on it, the Jaguars and the Redskins are pretty much probably the two worst teams in the NFL right now, being honest. Neither of them have anything going for each other. Neither of them have a quarterback. Both have okay run games, okay defenses, week to week. You never know what they're going to do. So, looking back, I should have expected a close game, at least. But this week, whenever the Titans, I talked about the Titans before, whenever they're going, whenever they're good, they're really good. And I don't expect us to be able to slow them down. I expect them to have a really good game.
Yeah, neither do I, and I attribute that to the fact that you're not going to be able to win with Josh Johnson every week, and you can't really rely on him to do much aside from get out of the pocket and make throws outside the pocket.
Right.
And the Titans are going to limit you guys to that, and that's why I really feel like the Titans are going to come with this win. It may not be a blowout, but it won't be close. So, in my opinion, I think the game will end up being around 27 to 13.
Yeah, I was going to give a prediction of 31 to 10.
The late game on Saturday is the Ravens traveling to Los Angeles against the Chargers, and the Chargers are favored by 4 in this game.
Yeah, the Chargers just got a really huge win last week. Ravens, I believe, lost to the Chiefs last week.
No, they beat the Bucks.
Yeah, that was the week before.
Yeah.
So, facing the Buccaneers, that was a little bit of a bounce back game.
It was really pouring in that game too.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a bounce back game for them, but they're going up against the Chargers. I think the Chargers right now are the best team in the NFL, and I expect the Chargers to be able to get a pretty solid win. Ravens might be able to keep it close, but in the end, I don't think they're going to be threatening the Chargers.
See, the thing about this game that's going to make it so close is the Ravens' defense, because their defense has been playing amazing this year, and they're really good at really honing in on what the best skill set is for another team. And Lamar Jackson, he's been playing well. Last game, he had some errant throws, but like I said, it was pouring in that game, so it was hard to throw the ball at all. And the power running game was so effective. The Ravens run the ball almost more than any team in the NFL, aside from maybe the Seahawks. And wherever they have their identity going, they're really good. And same thing with the Chargers. Whenever they have their identity going, they are also very good. But the difference between these two teams is that the Chargers are more deep than the Ravens, unfortunately for them.
They're much more balanced.
Yeah. But the Ravens need this win. I'm not picking the Ravens. I'm picking the Chargers to win this game, 31 to 28.
Yeah, Ravens need this win, but Chargers need it too. They need to get that first round bye.
Lock it up.
And I'm going to take the Chargers to win 27-17.
The Houston Texans, who are 10-4, traveling to Philadelphia to play the Eagles, who are 7-7, and the Eagles are favored by 2 in this game.
Yeah, the Texans basically have their division locked up. I don't think they really have a big chance to get a first round bye. Correct?
So
they'd have to have a lot of help.
They just need the Chiefs to lose, really. Well, the Patriots.
Well, they are traveling to Philly. Eagles fans have a tendency of getting involved with the game at a higher level than a lot of teams' fans do, and I think that could end up being a factor. The Eagles just had a huge win against the Rams last week. I'm not sure if Carson Wentz got cleared or not. I don't believe so. I believe he's done for the season.
Yeah, he's done.
So Nick Foles is going to be the starter again. Him and Alshon Jeffrey probably have a really good connection again like they did last week. Texans, they've been playing great football. This is going to be a really good game. It really is.
Yeah, I expect the Eagles to come out and try to do basically what the Jets did, because Sam Darnold basically almost won the game on his own with no help. He had all backups essentially, and that really shows how flawed this Texans team may be, and that they can't play on the road.
Yeah.
That's going to play in a factor as playoffs come in. But along with that, the Eagles still don't have a secondary. And you have one of the best wide receivers in the NFL on the other side of the ball.
And a top 10 quarterback with him.
Yeah, and Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins. So we're really going to need to see if DeAndre Hopkins can really get it all going. And I think if he gets it all going, the Eagles aren't going to be able to do anything. It's just...
Yeah. Once Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins get going, there's nothing you can really do to stop them. The key is going to be able to keep the ball away from them and shut them down early. If the Eagles are able to do that, they should be able to come away with a win. And as long as Jim Schwartz and Doug Peterson have a solid game plan, I do expect them to come away with a win.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to pick the Texans in this game, and I think they're going to put up a fair amount of points on the Eagles, and the Eagles, they're not going to expect all this pressure coming at them. While it'll cloud me.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles to win in a pretty close game, 38-35.
Wow. I think the Texans are going to win this game, 31-20. All right, we have the 5-9 New York Giants traveling to the 8-6 Indianapolis Colts, and the Colts are favored by, I think, 10 points in this game.
Yeah, the Colts put themselves in a really good position last week, beating the Cowboys to solidify themselves a playoff spot.
Well, they're not in it right now.
Well,
the Ravens are in it.
They're going to get it.
You think they're going to get it?
I do believe the Colts will be in the playoffs when it's all said and done.
I don't know, man.
But they're going to have to get this win, and I do believe they're going to be able to get the win.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley, he's in, I believe, but he's still a little banged up. He's their offense, and without him, the Giants are nothing.
Well, Odell does come back this week, so that's going to be a big factor, but is it going to really matter that much in the grand scheme of things? In my opinion, no, because Odell, sure, he's a great wide receiver, sure, he can do some special things, but
Eli Manning's going to force feed him a little too much, and that can cause some turnovers.
The offensive line is not going to be ready for this Colts defense, who's surprisingly making it one of the better defenses with a bunch of no-names. So
Darius Leonard's one of the best linebackers in the NFL right now.
Right now, I believe that Derwin James, Leighton Vander Esch, and Darius Leonard, those are the three guys that should be up for Rookie of the Year, on defense at least.
Defensive.
Yeah. So it's going to be great to see two rookies going head-to-head, basically, Darius Leonard and Barkley. See who gets the better of each of those, but I don't really expect the Giants to do much in this game, and I really think the Colts are going to dominate from start to finish, and they're going to win this game 29-13.
Yeah, the Colts need the win. Andrew Luck's a guy who leads by example, and he's through this week. I'm pretty sure he's probably just put his head down and gotten to work, knowing what's at stake here. And the Giants, while they did have that little stretch where they were playing really good football, they're still not a good football team, and the Colts should be able to dominate this game. And I think they'll be able to put some points up like they did last week, maybe a 30-10 win.
The next game we're going to have the 5-9 Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to the 8-6 Cowboys. And right now, the line is even.
Even?
Even.
You said the Buccaneers are traveling to Dallas?
Yeah. Well, at least that's what it says on my phone. But that could be changed.
Well, if I'm a gambler, putting a lot of money on the Cowboys. With the even line in Dallas, yeah, I'm putting a lot of money on the Cowboys. Cowboys don't lose at home. Cowboys, if they win, they clinch. And they know that. I'm sure they know that. And Jerry Jones, I know he's in their ear telling them, hey, go get this win. Because you don't want to travel to New York to try to sink or clinch.
Yeah,
do it at home against the Buccaneers.
Especially against a rival. You don't want to do that. The Buccaneers, they played tough against the Ravens last week, so I can see where maybe they're getting some help, but you got Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston,
Well, Jameis Winston is pretty bad, but he does have a top 5 QBR this year.
Yeah, okay.
He does.
Who cares? Not me, because Jameis Winston's still a bum.
Jameis Winston's not good. Let's ignore the QBR. Jameis Winston's not a good quarterback. Dallas defense is really solid and
fast.
Yeah, and even though they were 23 points were put up on them, still Andrew Luck. And while people don't really talk about Andrew Luck is a top 5-ish quarterback. He's top 5 talented quarterback, and he's great. And to put up 23 points on them, that's not much. I mean,
yeah, there's not much to talk about in this game. Yeah, the Cowboys, they got Zeke, they got Dak, they got Amari, they going to the Super Bowl. Next game, we have the 4-10 Jags traveling to Miami to play the 7-7 Dolphins. Dolphins are favored by 4 points.
Yeah, Dolphins have every reason to win this game. Every statistic shows that they should win this game. And I just have a feeling that the Jaguars are going to be able to get the win.
Really?
I do. I don't know why. Dolphins season's probably over, and I think this might be a team that's a little emotional. They're kind of like, hey, who cares anymore? Because they don't have any playoff chances. I've been on teams like that. You're out of playoff contention. Everybody just says, screw it. Lose to teams they shouldn't lose to. I think it's going to be that type of game.
I don't know. I really feel like the Dolphins still have stuff to play for, and Ryan Tannehill, he's been a decent quarterback this year, to say the least. The defense may not be, but you're going against the Jags offense. There's nothing really to be worried about against Cody Kessler. So I'm picking the Dolphins to win this game, and I think the Dolphins are going to pull out a big win, 28-10.
Yeah, Leonard Fournette, I think he could get some things going against the Dolphins defense. I don't know, but for some reason I just got a feeling the Jaguars are going to win. It'll probably be a really low-scoring game, maybe like 13-11.
No pick. I like it. Next game we have the 8-5-1 Packers heading to New York to play the Jets, who are 4-10, and the Packers are favored by, I think, 3 points in this game.
Yeah, the Jets just played a really tough game against the Texans. They kept it pretty close. That's a really solid team. Packers don't have any momentum going for them, but it should be a very interesting game. Not necessarily a good game, not really a fun game to watch, but it should be interesting.
Yeah, I feel like this game is going to be very not well perceived among
It's going to
the
be
public.
bland. It's going to be a very bland game.
But I feel like it's also a hard game to pick because you have Sam Darnold, who's coming in after a hot game last week, and he played very well against the Texans, and you're playing the Packers defense, who isn't good at all. But you have Aaron Rodgers here, who's Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
But he hasn't been the Aaron Rodgers that we know this year. But I'm confident in the rookie quarterback to get it done against this defense that the Packers have. It's very young and not very star-studded. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Jets in this game, 28-17.
Yeah, the Packers are not a very good team, and while they've had a very bad year, Aaron Rodgers has been able to keep this team as a top 10 offense relatively, and I think they'll be able to get enough done. They have enough pieces that are better than what the Jets have to be able to come away with a win.
All I'm saying is Todd Bowles needs this win more than Joe Philbin needs this win. All right, we have the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 6-8, traveling to the 6-7-1 Cleveland Browns, and the Browns are favored by 9 points in this game. What do you think about this?
Bengals got a really solid win last week against the Raiders, correct?
Yeah.
But even so, the Browns can't stand anything about the Bengals. I think their hate for the Bengals is stronger than the Bengals' hate for the Browns. Baker Mayfield doesn't like Hugh Jackson at all. I think that's going to spread across the roster, and they're going to want to come together and get this win.
And the
Do it
Bengals
for the culture.
And the Bengals have Jeff Driscoll this time around,
Yeah.
not Andy Dalton. So that makes it even worse. And Tyler Boyd, he may not even play. And they don't even have AJ Green, so they're going to be on their third and fourth string wide receivers. I don't see this offense doing anything against Denzel Ward and his counterpartner. So I don't think there's much to say about this game. Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb, they're going to pound away at this defense, and they're going to come away and get this big-time win.
Yeah, even in the run game with Myles Garrett, Joe Schobert, Larry Ogunjobi in the front seven.
Wow, just name dropping.
Yeah. Joe Mixon's not going to be able to do a lot. Browns should get a pretty solid win.
I believe the Browns are going to win this game at a score of 24 to, I'm going to say 3.
24-3?
Yeah.
I was going to say 21-13.
Next game we have the 5-9 Bills traveling to New England to play the Patriots, who are 9-5. Wait. Bills are 5-9. Patriots are 9-5.
Yeah.
The Patriots are favored by 13.5.
Yeah, Patriots just lost Josh Gordon. Patriots lost to the Steelers. Patriots look really weak. Bills, Josh Allen's been playing great. He's basically their entire offense. Defense, while they've had a really bad season, the defense never really fell off for them.
At times they have, but
Is this in Foxborough or in Buffalo?
in Foxborough.
It's in Foxborough. If it was in Buffalo, I would say the Bills might be able to creep out a win, but it's in Foxborough. Patriots need the win. They should be able to sneak it out. I don't think it's going to be a dominant win, but I think they'll be able to pull it out.
Well, I have this fascination with Josh Allen. I may be his biggest supporter in the entire YouTube community, and
Maybe in the world.
maybe.
Besides his mom.
But he doesn't have weapons.
No.
But can Bill Belichick really stop a one-man quarterback show?
He's got Zay Jones. He might go crazy.
Yeah, he could. But Patriots, they're coming off this loss, man, and they're going to expect to win the game against the Bills because it's the Bills. Everybody expects to beat the Bills, but they're favored by 13.5 points. Oh, I think that's a little. I don't know what you want.
It's a little precarious.
Yeah, a little precarious. So, I think the Bills are going to squeak out this win, and Foxborough will shock the world. Bills Mafia, thank me later.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised with that. I'm going to take a final score of 24-23, though. Patriots win on the last-second field goal.
Well, I think the Buffalo Bills are going to win 23-20 on a last-second field goal. We have the 5-9 Atlanta Falcons traveling to the Carolina Panthers, who are 6-8, coming off this loss against the Saints, and the Falcons are favored by 3 in this game.
Yeah, Panthers lost Cam Newton for the season. Falcons don't have much to play for. It's probably going to be a pretty boring game, but I think the Falcons will be able to get a win. High-scoring offense. Dan Quinn might really need the win to protect his job security. Ron Rivera, he might be out. This is going to be 2 teams that are fighting for the coach, and we'll see which team wants their coach back more.
Well, you see, Dan Quinn, they're not going to fire him. There's already talks that he's going to stay, but he's going to be able to change his staff because his staff hasn't been getting
Steve
it done.
Sarkisian needs out.
Yeah, no staff.
He was never a good hire in the first place.
And for that reason alone, that there's no transparency in that locker room, I'm picking the Panthers to win this game. Because I have faith in Ron Rivera giving a good scheme for Taylor Heineke, because Taylor Heineke, he's not a bad quarterback. He was on the Vikings for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dual threat guy. He was on the Texans as well. He made some starts for them and played well with the Texans. And if Bill O'Brien can get a quarterback to work well, I think Ron Rivera can make Taylor Heineke look very good.
Well, this game's really up to what North Turner is willing to do with Christian McCaffrey. I think he should probably get near 40 touches on this game, and if they can do that, then they should be able to come away with a win. I don't have faith that they're going to do that, and I don't have faith that the Falcons will be stopped on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, I believe in the Panthers. I don't want them to win this game, but I know the Panthers will win this game. I've been a big Panther supporter as well, surprisingly, even though I haven't really wanted them to win it all. So, I'm picking the Panthers to win this game and a score of 33-30.
Yeah, I think Christian McCaffrey will be able to get a couple really big plays, put the Panthers in scoring position, but in the end, Falcons winning 31-13.
Now we have the 10-4 Bears traveling to the 4-10 49ers, and the Bears are only favored by 4 points in this game.
Yeah, the 49ers had a really big win really good win, solid win against the Seahawks last week, but I don't expect them to be able to continue that. Bears defense is really going to suffocate Nick Mullins in this run game, who's been using Kyle Juszczyk at the running back position, not the fullback position. And I'm not going to put a lot of merit into what the Bears can do on offense, but defensively they should suffocate this 49ers offense, and they're not going to get a lot of things going for them.
Yeah, if the 49ers really want to win this game, they're going to have to do what they did to Russell Wilson to Mitchell Trubisky, and that's force him to stay in the pocket and make deep throws, contested throws, and play tight on the Bears' offense. But I don't believe in the 49ers' defense to do that, and despite me wanting the Bears to lose, I can't go against my own personal beliefs of who and my own favorites, so I have to go and pick the Bears to win this game.
Yeah, the Bears' offensive line is much, much better than the Seahawks, and I don't think the 49ers, who have had one of the worst front sevens in the league this year, will be able to do anything against them to make Mitch uncomfortable.
So I really think that the Bears are going to be able to solidly solidify their playoff chances and fight for that 2 seed next week, the following week against the Vikings. And the Bears are going to win this game 24 to, I'm going to say, 7.
I was going to give them a 20-6 win.
All right, on to the next game. We have the 11-3 Rams traveling to the 3-11 Arizona Cardinals, and the Rams are favored by, I think, 5 or 6 points in this game.
Yeah, the Rams have had a really rough few weeks. It should be a game that they can recover a little bit from. I don't expect them to go all in on the game because I do think that their starters need a little bit of rest. They seem tired. I mean, they don't have anyone to back them up. They don't have someone to come in and replace them. So I think they're pretty worn out on the season. But even then, even with them taking a little step back, they should be able to push around this Cardinals team a little bit.
Yeah, the Cardinals, they don't really have much going for them. They have, like we talked about, they've had this new offensive coordinator, and they've changed it up to have Josh Rosen come into the starting line and be the quarterback that they have so desperately needed. And there's not much really going for them, like I said. You have the Rams, they're coming off 2 big losses, and they need to bounce back.
Yeah.
They need to bounce back and keep that 2 seed because that's what they're fighting for right now, is just to have a bye and home field advantage.
Yeah, they really need that bye, in my opinion.
So this is why I'm going to pick Sean McVay to really scheme up a good win and play some sound football and get back to the basics this week against the Cardinals. And the Rams are going to win this game 29 to, I'm going to say 13.
I'll say they win 20 to 10. They won't put up as much, but I think Todd Gurley might get a little bit of a rest.
Yeah. We have the 8-5-1 Steelers going to New Orleans to play the 12-2 Saints.
Yeah.
And I think the Saints are favored in this game by 5 points.
If the game was in Pittsburgh, it might be a little closer, but as we talked about in the last video, even with the win against the Patriots, I think that's more of showing how bad the Patriots are rather than the Steelers. I don't have any faith in them. If they can get a close game or win this game this week, then I'll be like, yeah, this is a legit
It'll be
team.
like, oh yeah.
This is a legit team. But as of right now, I don't believe this is a team that is threatening anybody in the future.
Well, we know what the Steelers do well on defense. They do well blitzing. And Drew Brees, if you force him outside the pocket, he doesn't make very well. He doesn't throw the ball very well outside the pocket and on the run. And that's going to be the key to this game. Can you force Drew Brees out of the pocket and keep Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram at bay in the run game? I think that answer is yes. Not because I think that the Saints' offensive line is bad, or that I think that Drew Brees is going to do anything stupid this week. But I feel like T.J. Watt's really going to have a big game if one of the Saints linemen doesn't play, and that's going to be the biggest key because you know what the Steelers' offense gives you. It gives you Big Ben, Juju, AB, James Conner, or Jalen Samuels. I don't care who's back there. They're both very good in that offense, and all the running backs in the Steelers' offense usually click.
Yeah.
And I
They
don't
have
think
a really good system there.
Yeah, I don't think that the Saints secondary is going to be ready for this Steelers attack on offense.
Yeah, they could have a little bit of trouble, but in the end, I don't think that the Steelers are really going to put much contest on this game. Saints should probably run away with it.
Really?
They need that top 2 seed,
Really?
and I think they'll be able to.
They're
get
running
that.
away with it.
I do believe
Against
so.
the playoff team and the Pittsburgh Steelers who are coming off the big win against the Patriots. You keep doubting the Steelers team, Trent. They're gonna
I
bite
don't
you.
have faith in them.
They're gonna bite you in the butt again this weekend.
Big Ben's regressing. They have a tight end at running back. Jalen Samuels played tight end at NC State last
He
year.
put up over 100 yards last week against the Patriots.
Against the Patriots, who have a bottom 10 rush defense in the league.
Come on, man.
Bottom 10 rush defense.
Just because Chris Boswell missed a few kicks this year doesn't mean the Steelers are trash. You're sounding like a Steelers fan right now.
I never had faith in them to begin with.
Really?
Really.
Well, when T.J. Watt's in that backfield and he gets a career-high sacks in a game, mind you, he got 4 this year in a game, and he gets 5 or 4.5, you're going to be thinking that you're stupid.
Whoa.
And I hope that you understand that you are stupid when you say that.
We'll see about that. I'm going to take the Saints to go ahead and win 27 to 13.
13. Steelers offense is only putting up 13.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Steelers, in my opinion, they're going to win this game 41 to 40. All right, the next game we have the Vikings, who are 7-6-1, going against the Detroit Lions, who are 5-9, or they're 4
Something
and
like that.
they're either 5-9 or 4-10. No, yeah, 4-10. I think they're 4-10. I think the Vikings are also favored by 7 in this game, and it's in Detroit.
Yeah, Vikings offense exploded last week. Lions defense, Lions offense, it's been bad.
They let Josh Allen do his thing last week.
Yeah, they let Josh Allen do his thing without any wide receivers, so I think Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs are really going to eat this week.
Yeah, I expect Adam Thielen to command the attention of Darius Slay, and Darius Slay is going to be blanketed all over Adam Thielen, so I'm predicting a big game from Stephon Diggs, who is the best receiver on the team anyways, but everybody wants to say it's Adam Thielen.
It's Diggs. Diggs opens up everything for Adam Thielen.
Aside from that, the Vikings, they shouldn't lose this game. The only way I see them losing this game is if they choke. They always have a tough time playing their division opponents on the road, but considering how bad the Lions have been this year and how well I know Kirk Cousins can play, and the way that Dalvin Cook played last week, I expect Dalvin Cook to be fed the rock, and the Lions offense isn't going to be able to get going. Just like how the Seahawks offense didn't get going, and the Miami Dolphins offense didn't get going. This defense is on a hot streak, and I think it's going to continue.
Yeah, I expect the Vikings offense to be clicking. I expect the defense to be clicking. Lions might be able to put up a little points, but that's the Lions. That's their identity. They do put up points, but I don't think they're going to be able to have I don't think it's going to be close. I think the Vikings will probably win like 35 to, say, 18.
Well, what was the score last week of the Vikings game?
41 to 17.
That's going to be the score this week. All right, we have the Sunday night game where the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 11-3, are going to Seattle to play the Seattle Seahawks, who are 8-5. Yeah, they're 8-5. Yeah, and the Chiefs are favored by 2.5 points in this game.
Yeah, they're traveling up to Seattle. I talked about it before. Pat Mahomes, he's never been able to get so far in his career. It's early first year, but I expect the trend to continue that he can't get the prime time wins. And Seahawks need to win more than the Chiefs need to win. Chiefs they're in the playoffs. They haven't locked up the division, but I don't expect them to. I expect the Chargers to win that division.
You mean the Chiefs? You said the Seahawks. You said the Seahawks.
What about the Seahawks?
That they didn't lock up their division. Well,
the Chiefs, they haven't locked up the division yet. I expect the Chargers to lock up that division and the Seahawks to get a win.
Really?
In Seattle.
In Seattle. Oh.
Controlling the ball.
Controlling the ball?
Yeah.
Did you see Chris Jones?
Time of possession is going to kill him.
I mean, this game will show where the Chiefs do miss Kareem Hunt, but Damian Williams, have you watched him?
Yeah, he's really good.
He's pretty good back. I think he's going to be a fine replacement for Kareem Hunt. And the Chiefs, they're going to shut you up for once. They're going to shut up that big mouth of yours where you're hating on Patrick Mahomes, and you're a big hater of Patrick Mahomes.
I'm not a big hater of
Patrick Mahomes. He hears you, Trent. He hears you loud and clear. He's putting up career numbers. He's putting up 7 touchdowns this week, over 400 yards.
Up career numbers. It's his first year.
No, he's putting up career numbers in a game this week.
Oh, okay.
He's putting up over 400 yards, 6 touchdowns. Chiefs going to Seattle, get the big time win Sunday night. Show the Seahawks that they are not the team that they think that they are, and they're going to be riding a lot of momentum into next week, and they're going to get this win 42-10.
I expect Pat Mahomes to throw 3 picks on the game. Expect him to be pressured by the Seahawks front 7. Bobby Wagner's going to be all around the field. Seahawks on offense are going to control the ball, and they're going to play their game in Seattle, and Chiefs aren't going to know what to do. Seahawks win a low-scoring game, 20-16.
All right, the last game we have the 6-8 Denver Broncos traveling to the 3-11 Oakland Raiders, and the Broncos are favored by 3 in this game.
Yeah, the Broncos, I'm pretty sure they're out of playoff contention
Pretty
at this
much,
point. The Raiders were never in playoff contention. But that being said, Broncos still have pride to fight for. They're not going to get a good pick anyways, so they might as well go out and show what they can do. Phil Lindsay's going to get a pretty good game, about 150 yards probably. Case Keenum, he's not going to throw any picks, maybe 2 touchdowns. Broncos defense, Von Miller and Bradley Chubb, they're just going to let loose and just kill Derek Carr in the pocket.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that statement, and I really expect them the Broncos to really go out there and give Vance Joseph a fighting effort, because they believe in Vance Joseph. Even though they've lost some close games, they know that Vance Joseph is the coach that they need and that needs to stay there. Even though John Elway's probably going to fire him in the offseason, unfortunately.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think he'd be foolish too. I think Vance
Well,
Joseph has been very solid
You know,
for him.
well, last year they wanted him fired last year, like we talked about earlier with Mike Shanahan.
If they get a quarterback next year, this is going to be a team to watch out for. Their window is closing. They need to do it right now, or else it's not going to happen. And I put this more on John Elway than I do on Vance Joseph this season.
I do too, and that's why I believe that the Broncos are going to win this game, though. Philip Lindsay's going to go for over 200 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and the Broncos are going to win this game 24-10. So now we're into the end of the segment, and after last week's picks that you guys weren't able to see,
Sorry about that. Ran into some issues. Couldn't get the video up.
but last week I went 9-7, Trent went 8-8. My record now stands at 43-46, so I'm fighting back up to 500.
Yeah, at 46 and 43, hope to finish out the season pretty strong. That's going to do it for this video. Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the bell, share it, and thanks for watching.